Hi there, and thank you so much for joining me today on Ask Dr. Stacey. I am Dr. Stacey Cooper, health and wellness expert at drstaceycooper.com, founder of Lifestyle Balance Solutions, creator of the Healthy Eating Blueprint, and author of the Healthy Fuels Cookbook. I'd like to welcome you to my garden today. We're heading into our summer season. We've had a few really super hot days that none of us are really acclimatized to yet. And so today it's quite pleasant and very beautiful out. And so I'm spending it in my garden. So I always welcome you to these broadcasts, and this is a live Q&A. So please be sure to put your name and where you're from on the chat. I can see that right here on the screen. But also, any questions that you have about fueling your body better, enjoying a life with less stress, more health, and greater joy. That's what I would love to share with you. So be sure to ask any questions, submit them to me, and join us here live weekdays at 12:15 Eastern and 9:15 a.m. Pacific, or whatever works in your time zone. And all of these episodes are recorded as well, so you can always find them on my Facebook page. Just go to Lifestyle Balance Solutions on Facebook, and you will find all of our previous episodes there. I talked about, on our previous episode, I talked about movement for the body and exercises that you can do to get moving and start putting some exercise into your daily routine. Also, I've talked about healthy grains. We've covered amaranth, quinoa, teff, spelt flour, chickpea flour, red rice, brown rice, and we're working our way through some of those fabulous grains that you can begin to incorporate into your lifestyle to fuel your body better, to reduce pain and inflammation. A lot of foods that we eat create inflammation in the body, and you can help to eliminate that by swapping out the bad fuels for great healthy fuels. So I share those tips with you. Today we're talking about nourishing your body with hydration. As I said, we're just heading into our summer season, and we have endured some really hot days. 35 degrees it was the past 2 days without really a break. So our bodies lose a lot of water, not just in the washroom. So there's lots of ways that you're not even aware of water being leached out from your body. And so when the temperatures rise and you happen to be outside and exerting yourself and even at rest, your body loses a lot of water. And so it's really important to replenish that. When you look at our body, we are able to survive a long time without food because of our fat stores within our body. So we store energy in fat stores in our body so that in the event of a famine or different other situations, we can still survive without consuming food, because we will then utilize the stores and we'll even break down our own muscle to gain energy. Now is another vital component era, the 3 vital components for your body for survival. So food is one of them. We just talked about that. Air is also vital. Without air, you can last minutes, and that's about it. Some people really exercise and utilize that pathway to enhance their oxygen uptake. So when you're talking about these deep divers, right? These free divers that aren't using any scuba tanks or anything like that, they have trained for that. And so they can increase their time that they can go without air. But in general, we can only survive minutes without air. So it's another vital component to our body. Water is the other one. Every single cell within our body is made up of water. Water is required for energy production within the body. And we can only survive 3 days without water. As the dehydration levels start to increase in the body, mental coordination and mental thought and function begins to deteriorate. And it doesn't take long for this to happen. So that's why I'm talking today about hydration and how to keep your body well hydrated. Ways that we lose water from our body. Now, some of them are obvious. Of course, urination when we're in the washroom. Water is also lost if you're suffering from the flu or a virus, where you're voiding either with diarrhea. That's a huge water loss. Electrolytes are also lost that way as well and can affect your body balance, but also vomiting. you lose water that way as well. So that's why it's really important when you're not feeling well to stay well hydrated. This is especially important for infants and young children because they don't have a big storage within their body because they have little bodies and they can dehydrate really, really fast, which is a bad situation. So to increase your water levels, other ways that your body loses water is with every breath you take. Water particles are released with every breath that you take. Some of you may not have known that. Another way, of course, is sweat. That would be a common sense. That would be one of the ones first to come to mind. But your skin is actually your air conditioning system. So in any type of weather, whether it be hot or cold, your skin is responding to the environment that you are in. So if it's really cold, the hairs on your body are going to stand up to trap the air around you so that you have this little layer, this little coat right on your body, and it's going to warm that little layer of air to keep you warm. So that's why you shiver and you shake to create energy to keep you warm, and also the hairs stand up on your arms and on your body to create that little insulating barrier to keep you warm. In hot weather, your body is going to sweat and it's going to perspire and it's going to release water onto your skin, your entire body, so that the water particles can evaporate from your skin, thereby cooling your body. Your body is about maintaining homeostasis and it wants to stay at an even keel no matter what environment you are in, and it will do its best to maintain that homeostasis. And so that's why these mechanisms are already built in. So you lose a lot of water through your skin. Now, with the body, you should be consuming 2 liters of clean, clear, filtered water every single day. Now, there are many beverages that we consume that we think, oh, okay, if I'm drinking a tea or a coffee or a pop or a soda or, the electrolyte drinks and that sort of thing, that's replenishing my water. Many of them, especially caffeine-based or that contain caffeine, are actually diuretics. I talk about this in another one of the segments on Ask Dr. Stacey, so you can see all of those on my YouTube channel. Just go to Dr. Stacey Cooper and all the previous segments are there. You can also view them on my Facebook page at Lifestyle Balance Solutions. So you can check out the one about caffeinated beverages and how they actually leach water out of your body. That's another way that you lose water. So for every cup of coffee you drink, you need to drink 2 cups of water to replace the water that you leached out of your body. So a great tip to ensure that you consume the water that you're supposed to be consuming is measure it out. Have it sitting right in front of you. And that's what I do every single day. I have my water pitcher available right on my desk or wherever I'm at. I carry glass water bottles with me as well. And so if it's staring you in the face, it's really hard to ignore it. And then you can see exactly how much you've consumed through the course of the day and how much more you have to go. If it's 3 p.m. and your pitcher's still full, you better get a move on. I always encourage you to drink your water well before 6 p.m. so your body has the opportunity to void it and process it before it's bedtime. Because we don't want to be interrupting your sleep either. Sleep is vital. Rest is where restoration occurs within the body. So rest is another big component to healthy living. So drink up clean, clear, fresh water. If you don't like the taste of plain water, use natural, healthy things that you can add to it, such as sliced cucumber and mint is a really refreshing additive. You can use fresh squeezed juices like fresh lime spritzed into your water. You can freeze dark colored berries in ice cubes and let that infuse your water, have berry infused water. So there's lots of natural healthy ways that you can flavor your water without chemicals, without sweeteners. Another thing I wanted to mention, oftentimes we eat instead of drink. Our satiation center in our brain is so messed up from the super concentrated foods that we're eating that sometimes you think that you're hungry when in actual fact you are thirsty, because we're not eating when we're supposed to be. We're not eating when we're hungry. We're eating by the clock. We're not eating, so I talk about that on another segment too. So if you feel hungry, have a glass of water first. If 10 or 15 minutes later you're still hungry, then you're hungry because you've satisfied that water load. So go ahead and nourish your body with healthy snacks. And you can always find more information on my website at drstaceycooper.com. And as always, send me your comments, questions. You can connect right through the website. Just send the email to Dr. Stacey at drstaceycooper.com, and we will share more healthy living tips with you every weekday at 12:15 right here. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and here's to your enhanced vitality. Cheers.